everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good defense. The Falcons are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against the Redskins offense that wants to prove it can do some damage.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Atlanta Falcons. Play fake here on first down. Pryor has it complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And he motions the wide receiver. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Charles. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Now Thompson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. a design run for their wideout. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Freeman again, a first down carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down, Cousins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Jamal Charles on third down. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Only able to make it to the 15 after the nice move. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Ryan. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Zach Brown. In from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Zach Brown in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down. third down. Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The first carry here for Jaquiz Rogers. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, 9 yards to go. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. On 2nd down, Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely first down. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense. And they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now Ryan on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 2nd quarter score from Cincinnati. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They begin the drive with Charles. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Going underneath for Charles. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Freeman again. And he'll power his way up near the 25. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Stacy McGee. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now a handoff. This is Charles. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A 1st down carry here for Charles. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Redskins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Play clock winding down. 4th down, Cousins. That's to his running back, complete. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Play action. Ryan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's fielded at the 45. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second. 3rd quarter in Indy. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll try and get the running game going with Jamal Charles. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. Jamal Charles, nobody in front. Touchdown, Washington. Jamal Charles, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Hey, let's go. Switch.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight is right. Ready, ready. You got 4.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out now come the Redskins. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Screen pass to Charles. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. A dump off for Charles. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. So the D-line's going to spread out. On the give, this is Coleman, the fullback. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Quick give to Coleman. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now it's Charles taking it from the pistol. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. As they've done all day, they run with Charles. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll hand it off. This is Charles. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The Falcons on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Falcons, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.